Hey everyone, and welcome back to another MicroStrategy stock chart planning update video. Now, if you guys were up to date on my social media post, or you are a member of my free Discord, link down below to our website, and you can get a Discord link there, you will know that, of course, what my opinion is on MicroStrategy MSTR stock at the moment. Nothing has changed because, of course, I did upload that. Pretty much just a little bit before a market close. Not much price difference between that time and market close, so my opinion kind of stays the same. But I thought I'm gonna go ahead and make you guys a more detailed video here to better understand this stock. Now I got my Blue Fund T-shirt. Hope you guys saw that. Feels really nice. Got a fresh haircut, so I'm feeling good. Um, Everything I say in this video, of course, is not financial advice. It's just a way for me to document my opinion on whatever asset I am covering. Today, of course, it's MicroStrategy, and I'm going to do a little bit of Bitcoin as well, but just for some context. It's none of it's financial advice. I'm not recommending anyone to buy or sell any asset during this video, and I am, again, just documenting my own personal opinion and my own approach on this stock. Everything here is just my way of trading, and I just like to share that with everyone. So, MicroStrategy, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of context, and we're going to jump to Bitcoin for a moment, and then we're going to jump back to this one to finish off the chart planning video. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm going to give you guys a larger picture context. So, ever since, the crypto bear market ended, MicroStrategy has somewhat been flat until they really started picking up on their Bitcoin footprint. So then a little bit of more context here. I like to structure all of my bullish trades or my overall bullish structures in 5-wave moves up with 3-wave corrective moves. Now, these 5-wave moves up also indicates my entire thesis for the bull cycle, and every first and second wave is going to be short-lived. They do not last long, but they still have their waves within them, and the third, fourth, and fifth waves are always overextended. They're more on the extreme side and tend to last longer than first and second waves do. So we had a first, second, third up here, and then of course the fourth wave, as you can see, compared to the second wave, it was very not short-lived. It lasted a lot longer with an overshooting B wave, finishing off the third wave down, surpassing the 0.5 retracement. So that looks kind of like this right there, passing the 0.5 and then completely breaking over the top structure roof, which then indicates that the fourth wave is confirmed to be in. Now we're looking at the fifth wave. My conservative MicroStrategy bull cycle top throughout crypto's bull run, because of course we all know that MicroStrategy is a big player with crypto. So Bitcoin, or specifically with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin tends to influence MicroStrategy stock, not as heavily as other stocks like Mara, but it does very heavily influence this stock. So it's kind of somewhat trying to follow the structure. So we had a first, second, and now we're in the middle of a third wave, and then we'll have a fourth wave, and then a fifth wave finishing off on our estimated top, which will be in the green area. Now this green area will be modified once we complete the third wave and then finish off the fourth wave. I'll give you guys a more concrete fifth wave estimate. But we're not there yet, so we're focused on the short term. Now, of course, the fifth wave, since it is a bullish wave, we have a 5-wave move within that wave. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, and then fifth, like I mentioned earlier. And now let's go in a little closer. And of course, you guys probably can already tell, but I like to focus on large wave structures. I do not worry too much about the short-term, smaller fluctuations. I follow the fluctuations and wait for, kind of like here, as you can see, I wait for retracement areas or retracement zones to be broken, and that gives me confirmation to then continue to structure my trades depending on which direction we're moving. That I keep it super simple, just like that. I don't worry about short term. I try not to time anything. I trade within zones where I save and add positions. And hopefully this makes sense as I continue to explain. And if you guys watch other videos, hopefully you can better understand my strategy like that as well. So, so yeah, I guess you could say I never close out a trade completely. I usually, most of the time, I'm adding and taking away depending where we're going. And so I'm shaving off positions and slowly taking profit and adding some in as we continue to fluctuate. That's just how I like to roll. So, yeah, we're still in the third wave, a smaller structure on an overall bigger structure. A little bit of context, if you look at Bitcoin, I also covered Bitcoin on social media and Discord, and something happened that, of course, just happened recently and wasn't, when I updated you guys, we were somewhere down here. We still haven't broken into the orange area. So this orange area represents my retracement zone for the first wave. Ideally, I wanted to see a second wave complete in the blue area, but since we moved on higher into this orange area and broke past it, it shows a very strong bullish momentum is starting to build. But do not let that fool you. I'm gonna make a Bitcoin video after this one, and I'm gonna break down more on what this looks like, or my opinion on this area right here, a lot more. So stay tuned for that, and you guys will better understand what I'm looking at. But if we find resistance anywhere before this white resistance line up here, and again, stay tuned. I'm gonna have a video coming out better explaining this, since we're focused on MSTR at the moment. Any resistance or extensions of a wave or any fluctuations, short-term fluctuations will highly influence MicroStrategy. Since Bitcoin did fall or find resistance right up here and we started falling down, we can then obviously see that MicroStrategy also fell down when that happened. And now since Bitcoin rallied quite a bit, if Bitcoin holds tomorrow, and again, I don't like to focus on short-term next day trades kind of thing, but I'm just trying to tailor towards everyone and kind of trying to give some context here. But if Bitcoin does hold and continues to trend higher, or at least holds current bullish levels above that orange area, we can definitely see MicroStrategy start moving higher as soon as market open tomorrow. For some context, it is July 25, 10 p.m. at night. So when the market opens tomorrow, we can see. Oh, and of course, I'm in Arizona, so I don't know where you guys are at, but yeah, 10 can be like midnight for East Coast, and a little bit later in the day than people on the West Coast. So it's just some context there, but yeah, depending on what Bitcoin does, we can definitely see for you short-term traders, we can see a confirmed support found in the blue area, which is kind of what we like to see. We like to see, how do you say, confirmation of support and confirmation of resistance lines, so we can better understand if where we're at in the structure and what we should do to better manage our trades. Now, like I said, I think I said it earlier in the video, I don't remember, I talked too fast, but third waves are overshooting, they're overextended. If you were to consider, just for some context, the top of the first wave to the top of this swing high right here, it's very shallow. It's not like, it doesn't extend quite far. It's not something that I will consider to be reliable for a third wave top. I would like to see the third wave top be in this purple area right here. So yeah, we had a quick dip towards the bottom of this area. Didn't break below it, and then we bounced higher. We could very easily have confirmation of this short-term correction before we move on higher. But of course, we'll find out throughout, the rest of tomorrow, and then what Bitcoin does going into next week. All this short term, there's a lot of what ifs short term like this. But I just want to make it very clear that we are sort of trailing Bitcoin with MSTR stock, and third waves are overshooting. I would be, it would be very ridiculous for us to find resistance here and begin a fourth wave already. That would be ridiculous. This is very short-lived, especially I like to find 5 waves on bullish structures, and all I see right here is the first, second, third, and a fourth wave. Yeah, so like we can definitely finish the 5th wave up in the purple area. It makes absolute sense to me. I'm looking at some longs already because it makes pure sense to me, and I'm not going to second guess my own personal strategy that I like. Of course, if we do break lower, there's stop losses to prevent us from losing any further monies. If, of course, something crazy were to happen with the stock, or something crazy happens in the world that causes bearishness all across the market. But yeah, so I'm looking at bullish momentum from here. I'll be very, very, very surprised if we see a break below this blue area, since we're still in that estimated 3rd wave. But of course, this is how I like to trade, and I hope no one is blindly following my trades, because I can't tell the future. But short term, and again, I don't really like short term too much, but we can sort of see, since this is a 4th wave, we can sort of see this right here, where we see a first and then a second, and we can just see, very likely we can see a triangle pattern form here, or we can just see a super simple quick retest of support, so kind of like a double bottom. See, like, there's a lot of what is short term. I'm just not going to worry about it too much. If you guys want to focus on that, feel free to make sense of it yourself. I don't really care what happens tomorrow or throughout next week. I'm looking at finishing off the month somewhere above this area, or at least early next month we should be somewhere above this area, just being super conservative with it. And then yeah, so I'm looking for the 3rd wave to top out here. We obviously are on the 4th wave of this, a micro 4th wave of the 3rd wave. And then I'm still looking at this purple up here. I'll be very surprised if we break below this, but of course stop loss is down here right below the 0.618, and then bullish momentum all the way up, and we can start shaving some positions, or I'll be looking to shave positions in this purple area, looking for a potential top somewhere in here before we then start the 4th wave move down. Once we have the 3rd wave confirmed, and again the 3rd wave will be confirmed once we break above the swing high and start moving higher and breaking even briefly into the purple, that's when I'll start giving you guys a 4th wave bottom estimate. Hopefully this video made sense. Hopefully I didn't repeat myself too much, but I just like to be very clear and cautious when trading such volatile assets. Yeah, hopefully this made sense. If anyone has any questions, just comment down below. I'll answer them, or join the Discord. I'll answer you there as well. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. I got a Bitcoin video coming shortly after this, and you guys will better understand what Bitcoin is doing, and then it will help you better understand how that's going to influence MicroStrategy going forward. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Take care.